Michel, we've just lost 1-0 against Southampton at home. Yeah, I mean, it's just not good enough.
I was expecting it, to be honest. Isn't that sad? I was expecting the bare minimum of us, because it's so Chelsea of us to just not deliver. To just not deliver against a team we really should be dominating.
I'm keeping really stum right now.
Do you know, I actually wanted to do this interview on a positive note. I even said that to Nina. I think I said that to you as well.
And I said to you, I said, listen, Michel, we all say that. And then you watch the game. I mean, let's see, what are the positives? Come on.
I really like Noni. I really like Fofana. But then that brings me on to a really negative point of view. Why would you swap them off? Why do you take off Fofana? Why do you take off Noni? I agree with Sterling, because Sterling was actually good. I always talk about Potter because I don't agree with his decisions. I repeat myself every single time. I've only been doing 2. This is my 3rd, and I always say the same thing. I don't understand how it can be so hard for a man who gets paid for managing a squad. But I don't think he's managing the squad. I don't think he's qualified. I always say that.
What do you think he's doing then?
I don't know. I think he's confused. I think he's too nice. I don't think he has enough respect in the changing room.
No, we're just standing there because they need to.
I think he's too nice. Said that in every single interview. He's too nice. I would love to see some consistency from him. I don't see a red thread throughout it. It's like he's a bit lost. It's not the. He goes back to the same thing that doesn't work out.
I like Harry Potter.
You repeat the same thing over and over. It doesn't make sense. But we have had managers in the past who have been stubborn, like Maurizio Sarri, who actually done all right for us. And I believe Maurizio Sarri is one of those managers who should have been given more time, because at least we won a trophy with him. At least we could see something. We knew what his style of play could do at a top club like Napoli. When you compare Napoli to Brighton, it's quite a contrast. And I know Potter's had a lot of time. He had 7-6 years in Sweden. You know, he did really well in Brighton to finish off. But how long do you need? I mean, this is a big job. It's a huge challenge. And how far do you have to drop before we can eventually get back out?
That's the thing. I actually really the reason I'm Potter out is because I haven't seen anything from him. I say this all the time. There is progress, but it's too small and it's too slow. I'm not against him. I just want him to deliver, and he's not delivering. I think he's taking too long, and I think they are being too gentle on him.
You think that Bowley needs to just get rid of him straight away? That's what most fans have been telling me.
Yeah, and I partly agree with that, but I also just. Is that actually going to fix anything? I would love to have Mourinho in. Yeah. But there's so much uncertainty. Will that actually fix anything? But it's like, I would rather take the risk right now than playing it safe the same way he's playing safe football. When we do counter-attacks, we slow the ball down. In a counter-attack, you don't want to slow the ball down. You want to risk it. You don't want to play safe football, because if this is safe football, we lose either way.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What about Tottenham? Because I mean, I'm not confident, and that is saying something. How do you feel going into that game?
I don't know at this point. I expect the worst. I expect the absolute worst, and I said this in Dortmund. The thing is, I have my hopes up in Dortmund. I was like, it would be so Chelsea of us to go in, dominate this game, win it 2-0. I was really salty in that fan game as well, but it just ruined me. I feel like I haven't really expected the most from us, but that Dortmund game was just the last straw for me. It was just devastating. I don't really expect anything from us now, because I was so happy to see this lineup. I was so happy to see Fofana up front. I was so happy to see Noni included. But I feel like the bubble just gets burst every time. Then he swaps them off, and I feel like it's back to square zero every time. It's like we take 3 steps forward and only take 4 back.